Hi, I'm Natasha. This is my channel, Always Be Crafting. It is Monday, and around here, I like to call it Making Monday. I'd love to say it was making progress, but so far it's been making mistakes. Right now, I'm taking a break from my Cricut Maker. I have a Cricut Maker 3. It's actually my second Cricut Maker. I had the original Cricut Maker, and then I upgraded to the Cricut Maker 3 because I wanted to be able to cut out more materials. And I'm taking a break because it's jammed right now. Because I made a mistake. Because I did not secure adequately my materials. And my materials, I used some faux leather, vinyl, and it kind of bunched up as it was running through the machine. And now it's jammed inside the machine. And I'm a little mad at myself because I thought to myself, Natasha, shouldn't you be using maybe some tape? Then I thought, no, I'm using an extra strong mat. Surely that's enough. It was not enough. It was not enough. I should have used some masking tape as an extra precaution, and I did not. And now I'm paying the price with a jammed machine. Why is it my second machine? Well, partially because I wanted to be able to cut more materials, like I said before, but also because my first machine, my first original Cricut Maker, there's a fault known among Cricut makers. And if you own a Cricut, or if you've thought about buying a Cricut and you've maybe read some forums or reviews, this is a known fault that happens where the guard wheels, what are they called? They're these little rubber pads at the end of the bar that holds the housing for the blade or whatever you're using to cut with. It slides across the bar back and forth, and there's little rubber wheels that keep it turning. And those rubber wheels, unfortunately, have a tendency to either go off where they're supposed to be, or they degrade. And my original Cricut Maker, my little rubber wheels went off, and it was unrepairable, according to Cricut. And I put in a complaint, and it was, of course, right after it had, warranty had expired when this happened. And I tried to do some reading at the time about how to fix it. And it seemed at the time incredibly complicated. And I didn't trust myself to do it. So upon my complaining and, looking for help from the Cricut company, they had sent me a coupon and, money towards a new machine. And it seemed like a good deal. And I really wanted the Cricut Maker 3 anyways. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use the coupon money towards a new Cricut Maker 3. And I'm just going to go forward. And I've loved this machine until I have now jammed it. This is user error. This is not their problem. This is me problem. My fault. But I still have the original Cricut Maker because I've been hearing that people fix this problem. And I was like, I can't just throw away anything. Like, I cannot throw things away. I do not like to add to landfills. It's like I'm allergic to that. I really do believe in reduce, reuse, recycle. There has to be a way to fix this. I just don't know if I'm the person to do it because I've watched YouTube tutorials. It requires a lot of tools. And it's not that I don't have tools, and I'm not even afraid of tools, but it's just so many steps. And I'm afraid that I'm going to get distracted. Like, I know who I am also, and I'm not the kind of person that loves to tinker. Like, some people love to tinker. I'm not that person. Like, I know what my skill set is, and I know my skill set's more in like the let's create something new versus let's fix it to how it was before. Does that make sense? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just saying, this is who I am and this is what my brain likes to do. So I'm trying to like reconcile, this urge to not have waste with the urge to not have clutter and garbage and unusable items just hanging around, and this desire to make things work. So yeah, it's maddening. It's really maddening. So I'm taking a moment and I came to talk to you because maybe you have those moments too and you need to just talk it out. I'm hoping other people do. Can I show you something I finished though? If you were here, if you watched my Saturday video, Saturday, March 15th, I put out a video. It was National Quilting Day, and I was doing some sewing on some t-shirts, and then I started on a bag using quilt blocks from my mom. Well, I finished the bag, not in the video, but yesterday, Sunday, and now today's Monday, the 17th. Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate. And I want to show you. Can I go get it? All right, I'll be right back. I'm very happy. It's exactly what I wanted for a tote bag. The quilt blocks from my mom, obviously quilted. The back fabric of the quilt blocks is fabric that my son had given me. So these are pockets. And I did sort of like this U-shaped side panels with the cotton canvas that I chose to go with it. One on each side. And it's just a nice canvas bag. It's not lined or anything because I didn't feel the need. If you'd watched that video, I had also said that I'd made the bottom a little too long. So what I did to fix that is I just folded the extra fabric. I just folded that fabric on the inside to make the bottom a little thicker because I figured, well, the bottom of the bag can be a little extra thick and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So, and I also chose to put the binding on the outside because I thought it was pretty. I could have put the binding on the inside and then you would have had like that kind of seam on the outside, but I chose to put it on the outside. So there's the bottom where I just fold it over to make extra support. So it's like an extra thickness on the bottom of the bag. I love this cotton canvas. It's just beautiful. And I used those leather straps. I did actually try sewing them first. In the video on Saturday, I spoke how I thought I was debating whether I was going to sew the straps because they were sewable leather, or if I was going to use rivets, not grommets, rivets. I did sew them first. I didn't like how it looked, so I trimmed that away. So I shortened each strap by about an inch. So a tiny bit shorter than they would have been, but not much. That's not a big deal. I actually like the length they are. And then I found pink rivets in my stash, and I thought, well, how perfect is that? And I really love how they look with the pink rivets. And then I also ended up using my bag tag as a strap end right there. So yeah, I love it. It's like a cute little book tote now. So I'm really happy with that. All right, so Monday, making Monday. I guess you'd like to probably see me do stuff. I don't have a way to set you up near my Cricut, my Maker 3, where it is currently. It's I've just finally moved back home into, my husband set up some space in his office, and I just moved in a couple days ago. I just moved the Cricut machine in there, set it up. This was its maiden voyage. I was hoping to cut out the sample for that key wallet out of the faux leather, and then hoping it would work out well, and then I was going to cut it out of the leather, but I jammed the machine. So I'm going to have to unjam it, and then, I don't know, I'm taking a break from it. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it in timeout. It's going into timeout because I think what I'm supposed to be doing, what I'm supposed to be doing is planning out a craft project for work for Friday night. This Friday night, I have taught Shabbat. I've talked about this before. Third Friday of every month, I do a craft project at my Tot Shabbat. And I have no idea what I want to do. I have no idea. I've been thinking about projects I've done in the past because I don't want to repeat a project because a lot of these families have been coming for years. And so I just don't want them to have things because a lot of these families save things that we have made, and we've made a lot of really awesome things. And so I don't want to make something they already have. Even though their children are getting older, if they've made like an I Spy bottle, I don't want to make another I Spy bottle because it's not going to be that different, even if the materials are slightly different than they were. We just finished Purim, so I can't do a Purim craft because it's already now past tense, and we're still a little too far away from Passover, so it doesn't really make sense to do a Passover craft. So we're kind of like in this nebulous zone. Technically, it will be spring, so I was thinking we could do a spring craft, like a spring-inspired craft, and I just don't know what to do. So I think what you'll watch me do, maybe, is look through books. Do you want to watch me look through books? Look at ideas? Scroll Pinterest? That can't be very fun. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start planning, and if I have something exciting for you to watch, I'm going to let you watch. And if I don't have something exciting, this might be my video today. I'm back, and I figured it out. If you watched my video, I believe it was last Monday. I think it was. I'll link it in the cards. I was cleaning my garage, I think that was last Monday, and I pulled out a box of rocks. Because yes, I have a box of rocks. And I was planning on painting them and then using them as pattern weights. Well, why can't that be the craft for my Tot Shabbaters, right? I've got plenty of rocks. Hold on, people are calling my name. All right. And in addition to pulling out my box of rocks, which I have started painting one as a sample. See? It's going to be like a mountain range kind of thing. I started painting one, so I'm going to let you watch because I wanted to test first. And I also got my Cricut Maker 3 unjammed. Took a lot of muscle. And then I said, let's be smart. And instead of trying to put the faux vinyl through the machine, even though it should cut it nicely, let's take a breath and just cut out a pattern. So instead of running the faux vinyl through, I chose to run cardstock through, which I knew would be no problem. And after I've recovered from this situation, if I'm not happy with my cuts using the pattern, then I will calmly run the faux vinyl or the leather, the actual leather, not the faux vinyl, the faux leather, also known as vinyl, through the machine, or I will run the real leather through the machine, which I can do, and I will take the necessary precautions to make sure it can go through the machine without jamming the machine. But I needed to calm myself, and since I had the rocks out anyways, and since the whole point of me finding the box of rocks was to paint them to be used as pattern weights, why not create a pattern? See? So I'm going to let you watch me paint a rock or two and use some rocks as pattern weights for the newly Cricuted pattern that I just cut. Why not, right? Okay, so maybe this Making Monday is recovering from mistakes. Making mistakes and then recovering. I don't know. Thanks for being here. Let's go. I think that's it. I think that's about all for Making Monday. Here is my rock. I painted a little mountain range. How's my light? I don't want to like shine too much light on my face. Totally blow me out, but there you are. How's that? Cute, right? And on the back, I wrote the word reach because I just liked the shape of the rock. I thought looked like it could be a little mountain range, right? And then I made the little key wallet. I think this faux leather is softer than what the real leather will be, but it's still very soft. In playing with the pattern, I thought it needed a little extra here at the edge. So I added this loop, and then I thought the loop could act as a closure. So maybe with like a small peg or something that you could stick through. Well, I mean, like not necessarily one of these, but you could stick something through and then it holds it closed, keeps it from opening. So I'm just going to run the idea by my friend, but I'm going to let him see the thing, the key wallet. It's very floppy. So if he does not like floppy, then I'll have to add some kind of stabilizer in between the pieces of leather. Like, what's it called? Horsehair stabilizer or something like that. Or a synthetic, like a Decoville heavy or something, or 2 layers of Decoville light if I don't have Decoville heavy. But I feel like I have, in costuming, we use something called horsehair for stiffening out fabric trim, you know, like if you need like a skirt, you know, the edge of a dress to stick out like in ball gowns and such. I've done a lot of costuming, so I tend to have a lot of horsehair type trim. I think I have a big roll of it, so it'd be very easy to stick some horsehair trim. What's it called? It has another name other than just horsehair trim, and I can't think of what it is. But it'd be very easy to stick in between the layers to give it stiffening. So stiffening power. Da, da, da. But I think it's really cute. I'm not sure if he's going to like the stitching here or not, but I just wasn't sure the glue was going to be enough support between in there. And he may opt for a snap instead of coming through that way. And yeah, I'm going to run it. Like I said, I'm going to take some pictures and say, hey, this was my first pass. I bought 3 of these, so I can do 2 more, but I wanted to really actually install it because I don't think you really know how it's going to work until it's installed. And I actually think this is pretty cool. And I did it in purple specifically because my husband's favorite color is purple. And I thought if I'm going to do a demo and actually install the key fob stuff, then I could give it to my husband and see how he likes it. And if I have to open it up and try to put that stiffening stuff in it for my husband, if he thinks it's too floppy, then I'll do that for him. But I could just open it up here at the bottom. Open up these stitches and shove something in. Oh, I guess I could probably stuff it in here. I know I put glue there, but I could probably peel it up because it's just Fabri-Tac from Beacon. It's strong, see, because it bonds fabrics, lace, glass, leather, woods, and trims. It's very strong, but just because it's strong doesn't mean it's, you know, undefeatable. If I really work at it, I could probably pull some parts apart and put something in there. So that's that. And that's that. So now I'll run the rock idea, the painted rock idea by the director of the program to make sure she's on board. Because I think they make really cute garden stones too, since we're talking about spring. And we've never done painted rock. We have painted glass back in December with the same pens. So the pens the kids would be familiar with. And we painted on glass when we did like these oil lamps for Hanukkah. Not every kid did that, but some kids did. But painted rocks we have never done. And you can put them in your garden if you wanted to like label plants, or you could just put them in the garden as something fun and decorative. So I thought that might be a good craft project for Friday night. So yes, Making Monday, we overcame our obstacles today. Thank you so much for being here through my darkest times. I did end up looking through a couple of books I had, and I kind of came up with the idea of painting the rocks. And then as I was kind of flipping through the books, I'm like, yep, we're just going to paint rocks. But I was still flipping through the books to see if there was any ideas that I hadn't thought of. And then at the very end of one of the books, it had painted rocks. I'm like, I've already thought of it. Thanks for nothing, book. But I think these two books I'm going to put up, I guess, on eBay, because honestly, there's not really anything in the books that I haven't seen before, or anything that really appeals to me anymore. Both of these books are left over from my mom's library. So they're both lovely books, but I don't need them. Someone else could use them. So one is 2 Hour Scrap Crafts. It's a really lovely book, but I don't need it. And this one is Better Homes and Gardens, Easy Crafts to Make Together. And it's aimed at younger kids, which you think is perfect for what I do at work. But again, almost everything in here, seen it, done it. There's not a lot of ideas in here that I haven't already done or I don't already know how to do. There's nothing new for me. But again, I've also been teaching crafting for over 20 years, so I could write the book, basically. So I'm going to see if I can put these up on eBay. Maybe someone out there would like some books. And if they don't get any hits after they're up on eBay for a couple weeks, then I'll donate them. Maybe someone can use them at the library, right? Because they are lovely books, but they don't need to be in my house anymore. That's all. That's it. Again, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful week. I hope you find a way to get crafty, and I hope that you are making time to find the joy in your day. I hope you're finding ways to craft a life that is for you, because it is hard. Life can be really lifey, and there's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of challenges out there. We're all in it, and some have it harder than others. This is not a competition. It is not a competition. It is not a race. Okay? We're all in it together. If you need help, I'm here. If you need me, I'm here to help. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. Okay? That's what this channel is about. We're here to just add a little diversion. Okay? So take care. Take care of each other. Take care. That's it. Bye.